principal here at Torrance High School. And Sydney Leach, the assistant principal at J.H. Hall. One more reminder about cell phones, that rule goes for students as well. Okay, so I think with that, we're ready to begin.
experience with music in your life in the classroom.
Hi everyone, my name is Jillian Taruya, as Mr. Brown said, and I am in the 8th grade. Music for me has started since I was a little kid. So I remember sitting there in my room, messing with the keys of a Yamaha keyboard, and learning the different tones of notes, the different ways that notes can be put together into a beautiful song. And as time progressed, I had music throughout my life. So my grandfather, he played guitar along with all of my uncles. And so we would sit together at family meetings and they would play the guitar. And with these two basic instruments, there has been a great foundation for me personally to find a way that works to musically enhance myself. Well, while my experiences in the classroom have exponentially moved my musical career forward, I couldn't do that without those basic learning blocks of playing with the piano, doing the ever classic, going from the lowest note to the highest note as quickly as possible, which I'm sure most of you have done before. And I have had music in my life because of my family. The family is the core center of where music is learned and established. And the clarinet that I play is actually my mother's old clarinet. And she has played clarinet and therefore passing it on to me. Whilst playing the clarinet, there are so many different ways, so many different song types that you can play with it. And in the classroom, while practicing, while rehearsing, while being with people that help me hear the notes, that help me hold everything together into an amazing song that I hope that you all hear tonight.
So, thank you for that. That was beautiful. We are going to move on. Before we do, I neglected to mention Maroon Band Boosters, who put together dinner this morning, before the concert tonight. So I want to thank them for that. I also want to point out it was actually the Maroon Band Boosters that paid for a lot of the stuff tonight, particularly the music and a few other things. So one of the reasons they did the dinner, and why they still have a snack table out there, is to try and recoup some of that cost. So please feel free, after the concert, I think Mrs. Snyder, will they still be? Yeah, after the concert they'll still be selling, and of course donations are always accepted. So anyway, I wanted to thank them as well. So, that said, we are now going to move on with our Torrance High School choir. They will be traveling, I believe tomorrow, is that right? To New York to participate in Carnival. Is that right? Yeah! So, I believe this is one of the many songs that they'll be doing. I know they've been stressing out trying to learn, what, 6 songs, Mr. Ray?
6 for New York, 7 for LA Master Canal.
There you go.
I think you need to tell your neighbor who you're here for. So tell your neighbor, my student is the good-looking talented. So you do that, tell them, you need to inform them. Go ahead. My student is the talented, good-looking one. Okay? So we know what you're here to see. So this is a Leonard Cohen song. I think you might not recognize at the beginning, but you will later on. And this is a new arrangement, and as we'll chant, so hope you enjoy. And our accompanist tonight is Anna. Yes.
We are
And we've had another dignified guest join us just a few minutes ago, so I want to introduce him as well. It's Dr. Ben Egan, Director of Secondary Schools. Ben Egan. Thank you. And I believe we have another speaker.
Hi, I'm Andrea. This is my first year as an active member of the Madrona Middle School Choir. It has truly been an interesting and fun class. I learned a lot about music, including reading notes, different parts of songs, and have a stronger appreciation for different kinds of music. The more experienced choir members have been really influential. They have taught me a lot about when we sing, represent our parents, our peers, and the choir. They help me better understand my peers. I've also learned to work more closely with others and how to have fun while we're learning. I have appreciation for their leadership and their experience skills. Both of my brothers have been in band when they attended Madrona, and one of my brothers has been at the Torrance High School choir for 4 years now. They have inspired me to get more involved with music. We are all impressed with the passion and enthusiasm Ms. Snyder has for music. We encourage the parents to volunteer and continue working as it is greatly appreciated. We are thankful for Ms. Snyder and for all the parent volunteers that have helped us along the way. Thank you.
Hello, good evening. I hope everyone is enjoying the performance so far. We are going to be doing the songs out of order. And first we'll be singing Hana Hacha Kusi Kweli. It's a song that was written in the 1600s and it's written in a foreign language called Kwechek. And it's a language that's almost extinct, so that's why we're going to be using that cue card over there. But we will also be singing Lean on Me by Bill Withers, and then sing by Pentatonics. I hope you enjoy.
6 years, and I've spent the last 3 years here at Hull, and I just want to say it's probably been, like, I know this sounds like some sort of fantasy and stuff, but this was probably the 3 best years of my life, with music. It was just so amazing. I met so many amazing people that are right here, and just, music does something to you, you know? Like, I don't know how to put it. It just sparks something inside of you. It sparks something inside of me, definitely, for sure. And, man, I would never be the same. I would never be the same without music. Honestly, those wonderful 6 years I've spent practicing and jamming, playing with other people. You know, my father, he played guitar, and he introduced me to the drums. My brother was supposed to play, but you know him, so he didn't play. But, you know, I started practicing. I practiced 1 hour every day, no breaks. And I kept going and going and going and going and going. And here I am today speaking before all of you. It's been a journey, you know. But, you know, I'm going to miss this place. I'm going to miss music, and without music, I would not be who I am. So, that's it, basically.
That was awesome. Next up is the Torrance High School Drumline. They just wrapped up their season last weekend. They are going to be performing their show for you. I would remind you, please, to note no flash photography. It really is a distraction. Also, if you're going to video, you need to make sure the light is off. I saw a couple of really bright lights during some of those, and that is a distraction to performers. So please make sure your lights are off when you're filming. Okay, but there it is. Without further ado, we're going to do a little sound check, and then we're going to go. This is called The Process. Good work.
In today's episode, we take an up-close look at Torrance High School as they produce their 2019 production entitled The Fairy.
Suarez, and I'm a member of the Torrance Middle School beginning band. And band has impacted my life greatly by not only extending my knowledge in school, but also outside activities. Not a lot of people get to have the experience of playing instruments, and I'm enjoying that experience in middle school. Band has made me responsible enough to play my instrument and bring it back to school and be ready to play once I get into class, so that I don't let everyone else down. It has also gave me self-confidence to push forward and eventually learn how to play solo. It has taught me commitment by dedicating myself to playing and practicing whether I'm stressed, tired, or unhappy. I have gained appreciation for hard work. The band belongs to a group of 100 very different individuals who, after long hours of commitment and hard work, come together to create a beautiful blend of sound and visuals. It all works thanks to the very different challenge that each person brings. I want to thank Ms. Snyder for giving me the opportunity to explore what it's like to be in band and how to appreciate the things we are given in life. And thank you all Madrona Music family members for helping me and making band the best class band. Thank you, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the show.
I want to take a minute to thank all our student speakers tonight. We've got a couple more, but I think it's really awesome that they come out here and talk about their experience. So one more round of applause for all of them. At this point, we're going to move on to our mass band. And mass, I think, is a good word. There are a lot of them. This is awesome. So this is an interesting selection of pieces that we've chosen here for two reasons. First of all, this is some hard music. My high school kids were struggling with this, and I can't imagine how difficult it must be for a beginning band student in 6th grade who's never played an instrument before. Oh, by the way, here's Mambo. So I am so impressed with the level that these kids have achieved in this music. I feel the same way about the choirs today. That is not easy music that they sang, and they did a fantastic job. So I just want to acknowledge that. These kids have put in a lot of hard work. The other reason it's interesting, and this is something, and I'm ashamed to admit, as a musician of 35 years, that I wasn't aware of, that this year is Leonard Bernstein's 100th anniversary of his birth. He would be 100 this year. I don't know his exact birthday. So we chose to do these selections from West Side Story to pay homage to one of the great American musicians of all time, and also a huge advocate for music education. So we hope you enjoy it. We have 3 selections from West Side Story. First up is America. It's each going to be conducted. I'll conduct one, and then my 2 colleagues will conduct the other 2. So enjoy. Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my colleagues. I haven't yet, and I will probably do so again later, but this is an incredible team of people to work with. It is an absolute joy, so I just want to take a minute to acknowledge them. From Madrona, this is Allison Snyder. From Cole, Mr. Evan Brown. I'm right here from Torrance Cam, my colleague in the choir, Mr. David Ryan. If you ask me, we're the best area team in the district and beyond. Right here, Torrance High, Torrance Central area, Central area, Central area. All right, Mrs. Snyder, they're all yours. speakers here, and then we're going to wrap up. First up, from our choir here at Torrance High School, Mr. Tim Avila.
How's everyone doing tonight? Nice, awesome. So hello, my name is Whitney, and I am the vice president and the brother of 4 years from my little sister that spoke earlier in choir. And this is my 5th year attending Cam Fest, and I have to say every year is just a little bit more magical. It really is, because this is the time that we get to be communal and join the union of Hull, Madrona, and Torrance High, both band and choir, and really be a tight-knit family here at Torrance High. And being able to sing and make the magic of music, it's something that you can carry on, throughout the rest of your life, whether you're 5 years old and you're taking piano classes and learning just the development of music, or if you're 80 years old and you're listening back to the old times of music and the good times that you're able to share with your friends. And none of what music is could be anything without you, the people, the friends that we get to share this with, the people that we get to express the emotional language of music with. So without you, the kids here would not have the support they need from their parents and from everybody else to pursue music that we all enjoy as a passion. So I'd like to thank all of you for coming out tonight. We're having a blast of a time playing this music for you, and enjoy. Thank you so much for your time.
And from the band, Miss Lorelai Perez.
I'm a senior in this band. I've been at the Torrance High School band since I was a freshman, so this is my 4th and final year. But I've been doing band in the district since I was in 5th grade. And that's actually when I started learning saxophone, alto saxophone. I don't think that the arts are nurtured enough anywhere. I think the arts are something that should be nurtured not only in children, but in anybody. And I think that especially these schools do an incredible job at doing that. If you asked me when I was in 5th grade that I would be doing this as a senior, I would have been like, no, not doing that. But this has been an incredible experience, and especially when I joined the high school band, my learning experience and my skill level went up exponentially. It's just insane. I learned something new every single day, whether we're doing theory or we're learning a new piece. And especially at the high school, when you do this program, you aren't just learning lessons in music, they really do teach you life lessons. It teaches you about responsibility, accountability. It teaches you about teamwork and being an individual while also being in a group and representing something bigger than yourself. Because music is bigger than all of us. And music is something greater than we'll ever understand and will constantly be expanding. When I joined my freshman year, it was just marching band, and then I was like, oh, sure, I'll join drumline. And my sophomore year, I was like, okay, I'll join jazz band, and now I'm running around like a chicken with its head covered off, doing all these groups, but it's worth it. I wouldn't be standing here talking to you guys about this if it wasn't the best choice I've ever made. Band is genuinely one of the best choices I've made. I don't know where I'd be or who I'd be if it wasn't for band, especially this band. Everyone in here is incredibly talented. Everyone in here has the potential to be just incredible, and a lot of them already am. I don't know where I'd be without music. I thank my parents for allowing me to nurture my music and not forcing me to do a sport that I didn't want. Yeah, and I also thank Mr. A for not caring for me, not just as a musician, but as a student, and caring for all of us as people and making sure that we're okay and that the music is a way for us to, as an outlet for us to express our emotions. And yeah, I think that this is probably one of the best band programs. Every time I talk to another band, they're jealous of our dynamic and of our staff and of our friendship. So yeah, if you have any siblings or if you guys have siblings or if you guys have kids that are constantly fiddling on a piano or wanting to play guitar, do it because it'll help them grow as a person. Thank you very much.
I just want to thank you all for being here too. This is a huge night for us. It's a huge night for your kids. If you'll bear with me, I know there's been a lot of talking tonight, but I actually have a few things that I want to say as well. Last year was Music in Our Schools Month. It's not something we make a big deal of here in Torrance. I take responsibility for that, but it is out there. It is a national movement. And I felt I needed to say a few words about what I see as the importance of this activity in particular in the life of your kids. I spent a lot of years thinking about this and trying to figure out exactly how to say what I experienced in my own life and what I know to be true about this experience. And here's what I've learned in 35 years as a musician myself and 22 years as a music teacher. The study of music isn't your typical academic study. It's about wisdom. Other classes, they learn knowledge. But here they learn wisdom. It's a whole order of intelligence beyond knowledge. There's an ancient text, some of you may recognize it. Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding, for she is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies, nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, in her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. The point is, there is no formula, no grammar, no rules to follow that lead to wisdom. It can only be attained in pursuing the perfect inner beauty that these kids have been talking about that makes us human. And this is really important, repeatedly failing to achieve it. I can say that's true of my life. Wisdom, once attained, gives context and meaning to the knowledge received in their other classes like math and science and language. But there is no way to gain that wisdom just from those disciplines. In fact, I have this written down in case you can tell me. They are useless without wisdom because knowledge without wisdom has no meaning. So each kid you see out here, each kid that you see in your life, their success depends on the attainment of wisdom. That should be the focus of their education rather than the collection of knowledge or the pursuit of academic accolades. It is more important to pursue wisdom than it is to do homework, or to volunteer, or to check off a list of college entrance requirements. In today's world, in a hyper-competitive, anxiety-inducing educational environment that has come to be in our world, the only remaining way that I see to pursue that kind of wisdom for its own sake is here, in the arts especially, but really in music. It's vital that these students continue their studies here. It's vital that they specifically continue to study music. In my mind, depriving them of that is depriving them of the most important part of their education. It's like giving them a car and not giving them the keys to turn it on. So when it comes time to choose between taking another AP class that they really don't need to get into college, that's not going to set them apart from anybody else, or joining a club they don't really care about, I want you to think of this other path. The path of music will set them apart from their peers. It will enrich their lives, as you can see from the kids who spoke today. It will teach them things they can't learn in any other environment, and it will teach them wisdom. Wisdom above all else. And as it turns out, that's the key to success. It's not about getting a 4.5 GPA or higher. It's not about admission to that top college that everybody dreams of going to. It's not about that perfect SAT score. Now, success lies in the lessons learned and a life spent pursuing wisdom, failing to achieve it, and pursuing it again, and again, and again. Because as it said, wisdom is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. I can't speak highly enough of these students. The work they have put in is nothing more than life-changing. It was for me when I was their age, and continues to be for me now. It is an honor to have been here tonight with you. It's an honor to work with the people that I work with. It's an honor to be supported by this wonderful group of people over here. It's an honor to work with all of you as well. It's an honor to work with you as the parents. But most of all, it's an honor to work with these kids. Because they do amazing work, and they need to be recognized for it, and please let them continue in it, because it will change their lives in ways that you don't understand. So, that's my little rant. I appreciate your patience with me. Thank you so much again for being here. I want to acknowledge one more time my three colleagues, Mrs. Snyder from Madrona, Mr. Brown from home, and Mr. Wright from here at Torrance High. I also want one more quick shout out to our sound guys. They have done an amazing job tonight. So we're going to close with one of the great classics of the musical oeuvre. This is Handel's Hallelujah.